Hi, I'm Adrianne, and welcome to the Hidden Curriculum of Life. This is where I share the lessons life has taught me through struggles, blessings, and all of the unexpected turns. My hope is that even if our paths are different, you'll hear something familiar in my stories and maybe even feel inspired to share your own. Let's get started. Episode 4, A Room with a View, Finding Shelter in Perspective. When I was a child, my mom worked in real estate, so we moved often. A new home meant a new view. In every home, I would seek a view. I was always drawn to the windows. If I was lucky, the home had a view of the city lights or of the quiet strength of a mountainside. I have fond memories of a 4-story home that overlooked Eagle Rock. The 4th floor had bedrooms with very wide glass panes. I can still see the way the light poured in, stretching across the city and beyond. Even when change was constant, the view was steady. It gave me something to hold on to, a horizon that whispered, "There is more." Have you ever had something simple like a window or a sunrise that just gave you comfort in the season of change? Years later, I bought my first home in the suburbs of Albuquerque, New Mexico. It was a home that had half an acre, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. But what mattered the most wasn't the size or the structure. It was the view. From my living room, the dining room, and from the backyard, I could see the Sandia Mountains. The Rio Grande Valley winding below. And the wide, endless New Mexico sky. Every morning and every evening, the horizon waited for me. It gave me peace. It gave me perspective. It gave me hope. When it felt like my world was crumbling, I would step outside, breathe in that wide sky, and remember, life is larger than this moment. The mountains are still standing, and the sun will rise. What's your version of my Sandia Mountains? That thing that reminds you that life is bigger than that moment that you're experiencing. Most recently, after my separation, I had to leave the home I shared with my spouse. I began searching for a new place, and I told myself, if I can find a room with a view, it will help me heal. The search felt long. Apartments were either too small or the vibe felt wrong, and too many with windows that just opened only 2 walls. But then, my daughter and I walked into an upstairs unit. Big windows and sunlight just pouring through. And the leasing agent was talking about the kitchen and the laundry. We were not listening. We just were looking at each other. We knew this was it. We did not need to know anything else about the apartment. This was our apartment. And so from the living room and the bedroom, I can see the city of Bakersfield and the valley that stretches beyond. Now, when I sit by those windows, I feel the same comfort I felt as a child, the same grounding I felt in Albuquerque, the view reminding me, you're still here. The sun is still going to rise. Now, looking back, I can realize that the views have always been more than just scenery to me. They're my companions. They're my teachers. They anchor me in times of change. As a child, a view gave me comfort when everything else was shifting. As an adult, it gives me perspective when life is really heavy. And today, it gives me gratitude. What about you? Do you have a view? What gives you perspective? I would love to hear your story. The hidden curriculum of life is this. Sometimes what we need most isn't a bigger house or a flawless plan. Sometimes it's simply a view. A reminder that tomorrow is coming and that the horizon still waits. What about you? Do you have a view in your life? Something that steadies you, reminds you of who you are, or helps you keep going when the path is hard? I'd love to hear your story. Thanks for hanging out with me today and listening to my story. Every time I share one of these moments, I hope it sparks something in you. Maybe a memory, maybe a question, maybe even the courage to share your own story. If you got something on your heart, I'd love to hear it. Send me an email or connect with me on Instagram, both Hidden Curriculum of Life. And hey, if this episode made you think or made you smile, share it with someone else who might need it. Until next time, keep looking for the hidden lessons, keep your heart open, and I'll see you in the next story. Bye.